Alright, this is going to be a solo corp. So, just a few requirements to start off with. You're going to want to have the arc light. Then you're going to want to have at least, I'd say, 80 to 85 in your 3 combats. If anything less than that, you're really just not going to hit a lot. It is very recommended to have the Dragon Warhammer. Very recommended. I'm not wearing, the best setup right now, but if you do not have the Dragon Warhammer, then it's going to be rough. Crystal Halberd is not needed, but it does help speed up your kills a bit. You will need the Zamorakian Spear. The Bandos God Sword as well is a must. I just use the regular potions. You can use the combat potions or divine if you want. I'm cheap. So the quick setup is just a void setup. You can bring a Banda switch if you really want to, but I don't do it. I think you'll take more damage and you'll have to spec them out longer. So that's all you really need to know. And then also, the last thing is the pool. It is highly recommended that you have the ornate rejuvenation pool. If you do not, then you're gonna eat a lot of food, and then you're just gonna have to keep going to the bank and figure everything out. So, I'm gonna teleport to Corporal Beast. And hopefully we don't get crashed. You're gonna have your quick prayers to Magic, Piety, Reserve. And you're going to start out with four Dragon Warhammer specs. Do not chance it. If you get hit hard right away, just go back home. It's one teleport. You can use tele tabs if you want, but it's a lot more cost effective to just use your room pouch. You can also bring I think it's mythical cape to wear for a better crush bonus. I don't bother using it. I don't really care, but it does help. I'll just spec them 5 times just because the 5th one doesn't really do anything, but I do. So once you get 4 Dragon Warhammer specs, you're gonna switch to your arc light. And what I do is I want to get at least 16. So what I'll do is I will keep on speccing until I hit 16 or 15, and then most likely I'll hit 16 and then I'll spec again, and if I hit 17, I hit 17. Some guys, you'll see them go up to about they'll do like 4 Dragon Warhammers, then they'll do 20 arc lights, and then they'll do 400 BGS. That is for absolutely 0 damage that you take, and that's when you can switch to your Bando stuff and you won't take any damage. But it takes longer and it's not really worth it. And you can set up a cannon to kill the little, what's that thing called, the little purple corp that he spawns. And it spawns at a percentage chance. It's like a 1 in 32 or something when you hit above a 30, something like that. But I personally don't like using a cannon because, one, when people are switching worlds, that are trying to crash and they see a cannon, they're gonna crash you. But hopefully, like, if they're switching worlds, I've had it a few times where I just come in and they just log out, and they wouldn't be able to see me because their screen freezes as they're switching, as they switch worlds, but I was able to see them for a split second, so it does kind of save you. Another thing is, if you don't want someone to whatever, rush you, whatever, I can't even think of it now, bring out your Dragon Warhammer all the time, and then once you get up to the corp, then switch your weapon back, because when they see your Dragon Warhammer, they're gonna think that you just started. So they're gonna be like, okay, he's just starting, we'll come back later. And then you'll pull out your, once you're out of view at least. And then you'll pull that out and spec them. And I have 16 now, so if you want, for you know, crashing sake, keep this out. This is what I would usually do during like the, you know, hot time zones. But recently I haven't really gotten crashed. People have actually came and helped me. Usually if I see someone killing and I know I'm not gonna be able to steal the kill, I just come in, I'll do my 3 specs with the Crystal Halley and I'll help kill, just because, you know. But anyway, you want to get 4 Dragon Warhammer, and then I'd say 16 to 20 arc lights. 16 to 20 arc lights, and then 250 to 300 BGS damage. I usually try and get, I'd say like 285. Like if I hit like, if I'm at like 270, and I'll do my 2 specs and then I'll just call it there. I am not hitting good right now though. And you are going to have people that crash you at some point. It's bound to happen. Sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you won't. I personally have only had people crash me 3 times, but once I somehow was able to keep the kill. I do highly suggest doing this in a duo if you can, but if you cannot, video is for you. Basically, if you are going to duo this, exact same setup and everything, just the only difference is you and your partner will split up the arc lights and stuff. So if he hits, you know, say 9 arc lights and you hit 7, you're good. But really the thing that should take the longest is the BGS damage. And it's just because, if you guys didn't know, that anything other than a Hasta and Spears do the correct amount of damage. Anything else will do like 50% of its damage. Like 269, whatever I hit right here is what I'll hit. We'll do one more. That's one thing you'll learn is sometimes you can be like at this point and for some reason your BGS, the way it works is it's not like 100% exactly what you're going to take away from the corp, like attack and defense and stuff wise, but most of the time, like hitting this 300 mark, you should take very little damage. So now we're going to come in with the Crystal Halley first. Spec 3 times. And now it is just smooth sailing. So usually what I'll do is I will drink these 3 potions, since I'm only doing 1 kill. Usually I will drink these potions, throw them back in my bank, then grab a new set, and then I will do my specs and everything until I get to my BGS. Once I get to my BGS and start specking, I'll be down, like, I can drink and it'll be like a +4 boost again. I'll do that. And then I'll go out, I'll be able to kill him and then go up until the BGS again. And then that's usually the best time I figured to drink my potions. It's after the initial Crystal Halley specs, I don't really think it's worth doing more specs, just at least when the corp comes. Like doing it right now is fine, but once the corp comes, it kind of screws you up. I'll show you here in a little bit. So I hit high, so he spawned. You're gonna have to move 2 tiles away from him. I hate that the corp will move. The giant corp, he will move, and sometimes you'll get trampled, but you should not die from it. But basically, you're able to attack and then move 2 squares every time. Now, why this is a problem with the spec is with the Crystal Halley, the tick is a lot longer than just the spear. So it takes about, it basically takes the same time to hit twice than it does to do 1 spec. So it's really not even worth doing it when the corpse spawns. Like that, I'm not gonna be able to hit him right here. I'm gonna have to wait until this next one to hit. That's why it's not really worth it. On average, you will drink just 1 prayer potion or super restore, at least with 84 prayer. I did this for the longest time in just regular void. I didn't have elite void. I put that off for so long. The good thing about not having, if you don't have elite void, is the fact that the melee setup, barely anything changes. I think it just gives you a plus on prayer bonus, and that's it. And just like that, that is your solo corp kill. The drops, that's my 51st, okay, whatever, kill. And I'd say 40 of these are probably solos, but no luck yet with anything good. I hope that helped. and good luck.